Whether this is your first class or you're returning to your mat, I'm glad you're here. Let's begin.
So go ahead and place yourself into a mountain pose, grounding the feet down towards the earth, maybe perhaps spreading the toes, lifting up the torso, and drawing the navel inside, closer towards your spine, bringing those shoulders back, lifting up the head. Take this moment to feel this pose so that you can probably practice it throughout your yoga sequence as we go into the different poses. Incorporating the breathing, inhaling and exhaling. And on the next exhale, going to go ahead and end it and inhaling and bringing those arms up into extended arm. And then exhaling back down. Do that again, inhaling the arms up. Exhaling back down. Inhaling up. This time bringing our palms together. The index clasping the hands together, index and thumbs sticking out. Pointing the index fingers up towards the ceiling. Keeping that torso extended, we're going to go into our side bend, bringing it over to the left. Inhaling up and going on the opposite side. Inhaling up. Exhaling, going towards the left. And then back down towards the right. Going back to the center, reaching up towards the ceiling. And then exhaling, releasing down to forward fold. Maybe perhaps bringing the chin towards the chest. Having that micro bend in your knees. Decompressing the spine in this forward fold position. We're going to halfway lift on the inhale. And exhaling back down. Going back into extended mountain, inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhaling back down. Reaching back up. Extended mountain. And then on the next exhale, we're going to bring those arms around, clasping the hand, pushing it down towards the, opening up the chest. Continuing our warm-up practice, let's go ahead and inhale those arms back up. Bringing the palms up, facing each other. And then we're going to bring those hips down, going into our chair. And then inhaling back up. I'm going to do this 2 more times. Bring it down towards chair. Using the feet to lift yourself back up on an inhale. More time, exhaling down, pushing the hips back. Go down as comfortable as possible. And then on the next inhale, lifting that body up, we're also going to lift up our heel. Starting with the right heel. And if you're comfortable, go ahead and bring that leg up towards the ceiling. Then we're going to draw that foot towards the back, bringing our arms down parallel to the floor. I'm going to practice here our modified warrior 3. So keeping those heels lifted, lifting up the torso. And then exhale, we're going to bring ourselves down, using that right foot to lift ourselves forward. And if you're comfortable, go ahead and bring that foot up just a few more inches up from the air. And if you're comfortable going deeper, go ahead and bring the torso parallel to the mat. If you want to take flight, bringing those arms around, you're welcome to do that. And then bring ourselves back up. We're going to bring that foot towards the front. You're welcome to use the ground to till earth here. Going back into that lifted heel. Placing the hands on your hips for balance. I'm going to lift that leg up. Taking the right hand and bringing it in towards the inner knee. Using it to just widen up and open up the hip area here. You can also practice just bringing that foot down towards your shin. Bringing it back towards the front. And then lifting it down, back down towards the earth. Going back into the extended mountain. We're going into the opposite side. Again, lifting that heel up. If you're comfortable, you can bring that leg up. Continue to till the earth, bringing the left foot towards the back. Bringing our hands down into wing, parallel to the mat, to the earth. Keeping that chest open. Torso extended. Again, if you want to lift that heel up further, maybe just placing and tippy-toeing with your big toe. Lifting it up a few inches off the mat. And again, if you're comfortable, going into that deeper warrior 3. Taking flight if that's comfortable for you. And again, if you need to till the earth, bringing that foot forward. Keeping that heel lifted. Keeping that chest lifted and shoulders rolled back. Go ahead and lift that leg up. Placing those hands on the hips for balance. This may be more of a challenging side to you, or maybe the right leg or the opposite leg was challenged. Go ahead and bring that leg over towards the side. And then that nice stretch here. And again, if you can, like I should, bringing that heel down towards your shin. Or you can keep that leg lifted. And bring it back towards the front. Back down towards the earth. Releasing the hands from the hips. Going back up into that extended arm. And we're going to go back into that chair position, just bringing our hips down and back. You can keep your feet close together, but if you need more balance, you can spread your feet hip distance apart. A few more breaths here. Bringing those palms together, coming down towards heart center. going to twist over towards our right. We're going to bring that left elbow on the outside of our right knee, keeping those palms pressed. Inhaling, going back towards the center. Let's take the opposite side, taking that right elbow on the outside of the left knee. And bring that back towards center. And then we're going to go ahead and place those palms down into our forward fold on the earth, having that slight micro bend in the knee. You want to go into a deeper stretch. You're placing your fingers underneath your toes, placing the feet on top. Or you can welcome just to keep the palms down on the mat. If you have the toes underneath your feet, just go ahead and release it, placing those palms back down on the mat or in your shin, whatever your comfortable forward fold is. Bringing the elbow, touching the hands, and bringing your hands towards your elbows, and you're just going to sway from side to side. Again, if you need to spread those legs out for balance purposes, go ahead and do it in this moment. Just place those palms back down on the mat. Going and taking our chaturanga, placing both legs towards the back, going into our plank position. You're welcome to bring the knees down if that's comfortable for you. And keeping those elbows turning inward, go ahead and lift yourself down towards the earth. And then bringing it back up, going into upward facing dog. Lifting the thighs up if you can. And then downward facing dog. Pedal here. And then bringing those heels down towards the earth. It does not have to touch the mat. We're going to take a few breaths here. Go ahead and bring those knees down. Flatten the top foot. We're going to go into our child's pose, sinking those hips down towards our heel. And bringing the body up, rounding the spine and bringing that hip forward, taking our Cobra, bringing those shoulders away from, taking those shoulders away from the hips, slightly squeezing those shoulder blades. And then let's go back into that child's pose. Have a slight spread in your legs, not necessarily extending out towards the mat. We're going to take our palms, draw it in between. Just drawing the elbows in between your legs. And then resting here for a moment. You feel like the shoulders are moving force forward in this position. Just taking an inward moment here, drawing ourselves into ourselves. A few more breaths. When you're ready, you're going to bring yourself on the short side of your mat if you're not already there. I'm going to extend that left leg out, lifting the torso up. Bringing that left leg, that left arm down closer towards your knees, and let's extend that opposite arm over. And bringing it down, let's go into the opposite side. Travel safely there, bringing that left leg back, extending the right leg, and bringing the left arm over. Make sure you're not pressing that opposite hand on that knee. And release that opposite arm, going back. And we're going to sink into our child's pose. Go ahead and remain here again for a few more breaths. I want to remove myself from the mat just for a second. Begin to bring yourself down, the mat down, and straightening the body onto the mat. Bringing the forehead down towards the mat. The forearm just placing in front of you on the side, spreading the fingertips wide. And to push yourself up, torso only and head. On the inhale, you're open to allow this to be your inhale and exhale, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm going down on my exhale. Inhaling back up. And exhaling down. You'll take your breath going down. And taking that opposite breath, lifting up the torso, opening up the chest. And bring the torso back down, forehead back on the mat. Swinging those arms towards the back, next towards your thighs. In the process of lifting up all of our limbs, calling our locust pose. And that includes our head. So on the next inhale, begin to bring those limbs up. And then exhaling back down. Do that again, inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling. Extend. Exhaling back down. We bring those hands back to the front, and when you're ready, go ahead and extend your legs forward. Actually, go ahead and bring those heels actually closer towards your glutes. You can even bring them closer. We're just going to close in, hugging our legs here. Arm towards the back, twisting on the opposite side. You're looking over the shoulders or looking at your fingertips. And inhale, wrap those arms back around. Twisting on the opposite side, extending that left arm towards the back. And inhaling, wrapping those arms back. Follow the instructions in here with extending our arms, our legs out. You can wrap your hands underneath your toes, or you could just extend your legs out forward. I'm going to place my fingers underneath my toes and maybe it takes one at a time. Mat is not as easy to slide, or just glide your hands, or glide your feet and keeping the hands steady here. This helps with keeping that torso extended without curling the spine. You also have the option again to bring those hands underneath your calf. Taking a few breaths here. If you can go even deeper on that next exhale, bringing that torso closer towards your knees. As long as you're not feeling any discomfort or pain, just a nice stretch here. Keeping those legs pressed down on the mat. And then begin to gently release. Your way down, placing the back down towards the earth. And then we're going to bring those heels again closer towards our glutes. Knees touching. Go ahead and extend those legs down on the right side. Option to extend that left arm out, or you can remain here, keeping the elbows on the mat. Let's go on the opposite side, drawing the legs over towards my left. And again, option to extend that right arm out, or keeping the elbows on the mat. Look straight up towards the ceiling. And bring the legs back towards center, and let's bring our knees closer towards our chest. If you like, you can rock back and forth, giving our lower back a nice massage. Drop that left foot down. And then we're going to extend that right foot up towards the ceiling. You're welcome to remain here. If you can extend that leg even closer towards your chest, you can, by all means. Do what works for you. Keeping that lower back pressed on the mat. Focusing on stretching our hamstrings. Keeping our foot flexed. And taking your breath. Inhaling and exhaling. The next exhale, go ahead and place that leg over the opposite knee, bringing that knee towards your chest. We go into figure 4. Perhaps here. To the opposite side, bringing that knee down, releasing that right leg off. Bringing the left knee towards your chest and opposite knee. Extending that leg up. Keeping that lower back, again, pressed on the mat. A few options here. If you're not grabbing at your toe, welcome to place those hands in behind your leg. Resting the elbows down. Whatever works for you. And let's place that leg over the opposite knee, bring that opposite knee towards your chest. Facing the leg, dropping both feet on the ground. Going into our bridge, let's go and lift those legs up. Glutes up off the mat. And then bring it back down. Lifting up. Keeping the shoulders down. And bringing it back down. And one more time, lifting it up. And then lifting it, bringing the knee, glutes back down on the mat. Bending the legs out. On into our short Savasana here. Opening up the palms up towards the ceiling. On a short reflection and taking in deep breaths in and deep breaths and releasing that breath. And a 15-second rest here. When you are ready, go ahead and work your way up into a seated position. You're starting off towards the side. Using your hands to prop yourself up into your seated position. And extend those arms up. Exhaling back down. Inhaling up. Exhaling back down. Inhaling up. This time bringing palms together. Bringing hands down to heart center. Thank you for showing up for your practice today, and thank you for allowing me in your space.